Hello students, welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. In today's class, we are going to see the subtotals function. Now, what is the subtotal function? Sometimes we need to just group certain records in our table and to deduce the result for each group. Like for example, you can see here in this table, this is an employee table which shows the different employees, their job titles and the other relevant information like salary and commission. So here you would like you have seen that I have already sorted this table based on job, that is the post at which that employee is working on. And here you can see that there are two analysts in this company, four clerks, three managers, a president, and four salesmen are there. So suppose I want to know that how much total salary is being paid to the analysts. That is 3,000 plus $3,000, which equals $6,000. Same way, how much total salary is being paid to clerks. So this way I can manage the finances going on in my company, and I can decide to hire or fire certain employees based on the amount of money which I want to spend on that particular job title. So here for this purpose we have a very nice function known as the subtotal function. So for using the subtotal function, firstly I'm going to select the table or place my cell pointer anywhere within the table, and then I would go to view, and from here, so for this purpose we need to go to the design tab, and from here we need to switch on the total row option. I'll just increase the font size, and you can see that a total row has been added to this table, and you can see the total of all the department numbers, which is the last column. So we will ignore that and we'll just come to the next one, that is commission. And from here you can see a drop down arrow, so just click on it and you will find a number of different functions over here, like none, average, count numbers, and so on. So we are going to select sum from here, and you can see the sum total of all commissions of all the employees. So this is one very good method of figuring out the total sum of certain things of a particular field in a table. And now over here, I'm just going to figure out how much commission or how much total commission is being received by salesmen, because salesmen are the ones who are in that field of marketing, and they are the ones who are selling the goods to other people. So they get something in return. They earn commission per sales. So we are going to first apply auto filter on this table. So as usual, we'll just select any of the cell within this table, and we'll go to the home tab, sort and filter group, and select filter option. And now we come back to our table, and from here I'm just going to go to job and just click on this drop down arrow and just deselect this checkbox in front of which select all has been written. So I have removed the check, and now I'm only going to switch on salesman, so that this table displays only salesman data and hides the rest of the records. So you can see I have hidden the records, and now the subtotal function is only showing the results for the salesman in this table. Same way, if I just select anything else, like I select manager, it will show me the result for the managers. Now because managers are mostly in a very higher position and they are not directly involved in sales, so they don't get any commission. So here the total is 0, and now I'm going to select clerk. So in clerks, only one clerk, Meeta, is getting a commission of 100 rupees and others are not getting anything. So the total is 100. So you can see how the subtotal function, it automatically adjusts or recalculates the commission depending upon the group. That is, this subtotal function helps us in displaying the values of various functions or to calculate subtotal, calculate the sum for only the displayed or visible cells over here. So these are the visible rows and hence we can see the sum total for these. Now if I just expand it, you can see this is a subtotal function which has been applied on this table, and you can also see a function number or a function index over here. We can see the result. We can actually see the different functions and their indices by using Alt plus down arrow key. So if you use Alt plus down arrow key, you will be able to see that. So I'm placing my cursor here and I'm just going to select this one, that is function number, and I'm going to press Alt down and you can see the whole list of various functions here. So here you can see all the functions up to from starting from index 1 till index 11, and then again they start from 100, 101 and move to 111. So the same functions you can see for single digit indices as well as for 100 level indices. There's a difference here, that is all these 100 level indices, that is all those functions having the indices starting from 100 or in the level of 100, that is 101 or 102 and so on. For example, this function sum, which has its index as 109, 109. So it will, these functions show the result only for the visible cells as you can see over here. But if I just change it to 9, now in case of this particular example, both the functions will work the same. That is, whether I use 109 or whether I use 9, it's going to work the same. But I will show you another example where we will be able to see the difference between the two. So that would be in my next video. So over here, these are the two function. In this case, you can actually internally, it is the subtotal function which has been used, and you can see the various function indices over here. These function indices are more or less the same in all across LibreOffice Calc, OpenOffice Calc and Excel. So you can just refer to all these indices from here and you can use them in Calc. So because in Calc we don't have a feature of viewing all these indices, so you can just open Excel, see the check the function number and use it over there as the function index. So here similarly I'm going to just select, suppose I want to select analysts, and you can now see that analysts are getting a total of $600 over here. So this is how you can easily group the various, you can view the data or you can view the total according to the various groups in the table. And over here also I'm going to select, you can select other functions, like I'm selecting average function. So this is the average, and here also you can view the average. Like for example, I want to view the average for all the salesmen. So the average is 700. If I change it to analyst, so the average here is 300. So you can see how the data is getting changed according to the different values which I am selecting from here. Now I can also display everything department wise. You can see different numbers for departments, that is 20, 10 and so on. So suppose I want to know how many employees or what is the total salary of employees working in department number 20. So I'm just going to go to this drop down arrow and uncheck this box, select only 20, and now you can see that these are all the employees who work in department 20. Say department 20 is purchase department, so we can see all the the sum total here. We don't particularly need the total for department numbers, but it is still displayed because department number is a numeric field. So, but you can see the average over here. Right now, the function which is selected is average, which is the, and you can also check its index, it is 101, that is average. But we can also select the sum function over here. So we can just select 109. We can just click type 109 over here, and this will show me the sum total of all the commissions for all employees working in department 20. And same way here also for salary, I can select this drop down arrow and select sum, and let me just increase the column width, and you can see the total salaries is 10,885. If I just display the function here, I am using the function 109. So if you want function 109 or 9, it will give you one and the same thing. I can also change the function, like I want to count the number of employees working in this department. So I can also display that. So there are 5 employees who are working in this department. And if you select none, it will display none. So I'm going to select none for department, because for this I don't want to actually display any data, but you can also choose to display the total number of employees who are working in the department. And over here in ename, now because ename and job, these are the two fields which contain only textual data. So when you click this drop down arrow, obviously average and other things won't work. You will see an error message over here. So normally the count function is going to work in these cells. So this is how the subtotal function works. I have another table. On that table also I'm going to apply the subtotal function. So I'm going to first display all the data, and now you will be able to see the total sum total has changed, number of employees has also changed, and the average commission has also changed. So this is not the average commission, this is in fact the sum of the commission. If you select average, average commission is $250. So this is how we apply subtotal function on a table. In my next video, I will be explaining another example, and in that we will learn to use the subtotal option in the data tab. So if you have liked the video, if you have benefited from it, kindly hit the like button and share it with your friends, and also do not forget to subscribe the channel.